Today I want to teach you about one of the most common causes of heartburn and how it's actually the opposite of what you might think. Hi, I'm Dr. Jesse Morris. I specialize in natural solutions for fatigue, gut health, and autoimmunity. Most people think of heartburn or acid reflux being caused by too much acid in the stomach. And that makes sense, right? The idea is that there's too much acid in the stomach, some of it kind of sloshes back up and irritates the esophagus, causing heartburn. As it turns out, it's much more common for heartburn to being caused by low stomach acid. Huh? So how would low stomach acid cause heartburn? Here's how it works. There's a valve between your stomach and your esophagus that closes off and keeps the acid down in the stomach. Now that valve is controlled by a reflex that senses how acidic the stomach is. Okay? When there's a high level of acidity in the stomach, which is normal, that valve gets closed off and the acid stays down. When the stomach acid goes down, it becomes less acidic. That valve can relax a little bit and the acid that is still in there can reflux back and cause heartburn. So if you have heartburn, what other symptoms could let you know that low stomach acid might be the cause? Okay? Well, stomach acid is really essential for digesting food, especially proteins. And when proteins don't get broken down well in the stomach, you can get burping, bloating, belching, 15 to 30 minutes after you eat. Food can feel like it just sits like a brick in your stomach. You can see undigested food in your stools. And then, stomach acid is really essential for absorbing other nutrients like iron and B12. And then when food doesn't get broken down correctly in the stomach, it can cause issues further down in the GI tract. So if you suspect you might have, low stomach acid, from this variety of symptoms I've described, how would you know for sure? Well, there's a way you can test it using something called beta-ene HCl. Okay? Beta-ene HCl is basically stomach acid in a capsule. And I like this one from Designs for Health. It's got 750 milligrams of HCl per capsule. And the way you use it is you take one capsule with each meal. And if you do that for 4 or 5 days or up to a week, and you notice a reduction in heartburn symptoms, a reduction in other gut symptoms, it's a pretty good bet that low stomach acid is the issue. One caveat with using beta-ene HCl is that you would need to be off of any antacid medications. Okay? If you take stomach acid and antacid, they just kind of cancel each other out. So beta-ene HCl can be a great way to test if low stomach acid is an issue, but it's really not a great long-term solution. Okay? The next step is to figure out why is the stomach acid low in the first place. And there's a variety of conditions that can cause that. Some of the most common ones are hypothyroidism, H. pylori, which is a bacteria that can grow in the stomach, and low firing or low tone in your vagus nerve that controls the release of stomach acid. So how to assess and how to address H. pylori and hypothyroidism, low vagal tone, those are beyond what I want to cover in this video. But I think it's just important to understand that if you do have low stomach acid, there's a variety of conditions that can cause that. And so it's important to keep digging and really get to the underlying cause. Listen, I hope this is helpful. If you have gut health issues, I'll be releasing a series of videos over the next few weeks on different topics around gut health, so stay tuned for those. If you know you want some one-on-one support around gut health, you can request an appointment through drjessemorris.com. Thanks again for taking a few minutes to watch this. I hope it's helpful and I look forward to seeing you soon.